Hey everybody, this is Alan Steelgrave coming at you live from Nashville 2016 Summer NAMM. I'm here at the Marshall booth, and I'm standing next to me is the head of artist relations and marketing for Marshall and all things Marshall, Mr. Nick Bocott. Fantastic. Nick, thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure, Alan. Thank you for coming.
Oh, well, you know, I've always had a fondness for Marshall. We've known each other for a very long time, and you keep coming up with these new and great things for the younger crowd. Not alone with, you know, us older guys that still love having our big amps. But thanks again for having us by. What I wanted to come by and talk to you about today is you've got the new Code 50 amps that you guys are putting out, and I've noticed that it's got a full array of effects, things that you can add to it. So why don't you tell me a little bit more about the new amp and what it can do?
Yeah, this is the Code 50, the big boy here. It's 50 watts, 1x12. Its little brother is the Code 25, 1x10, 25 watts. They all have screens, so you can see what you're doing. It's not one of these amps where you turn a knob and you don't know where it's going because you don't know where it was. You can name your presets. It has 100 presets built in. You can overwrite all of them. And it was designed by guitar players for guitar players, so there's no stupid parameters in there that you don't recognize of a pedal. There's nothing like pre-delay on a chorus. I don't know what that means. And yeah, you don't have to plug a computer in to deep edit it. You can do it all off the front here, because to be honest with you, plugging a computer into a cheap amp is kind of like putting a turbocharger in a smart car. It makes no sense whatsoever. So it's hands-on. Keep it simple, stupid is our motto. It's designed like a guitar rig, so you've got pedals followed by an amp, so you've got a separate preamp with 16 models, then you've got the effects you'd put in the effects loop, the modulations, chorus, flange, phase, yada yada yada, echo or delay with 4 seconds of delay, reverbs as well, then separate power amp models and separate cabinet models. But talk is cheap, because if it doesn't sound good, it really doesn't matter. But this does sound good, and you can program it. It's 100 different sounds, and whichever way you want to go, you can go. So from the cleanest cleans to the nastiest, horriblest dirties, and all points in between, you can do it. So you want me to show you a few sounds?
Yeah, please. So show us a few sounds and some sets here.
So we just heard this one. I can go clean. And where can I go now? I can go to... Get a few more in here. Let's see what we've got here. Good old British heavy metal. Yeah, let's see what we've got here. The one I can get suited for. That's all I can play before the lawsuit starts. Well, let's see what else we got here. Then brutal, if you want to be brutal.
That's brilliant. It's the fantastic thing here is hearing that Marshall is still living up to the name that they have built for so many years. It still sounds great. What's cool about this that I'm noticing is that you've also got some setups here where you're able to plug in either your iPod. I see that you have a USB jack in here as well. So the kid that's learning to actually do this can not only retain the great sounds of Marshall, but can also play along with his stuff now, correct?
There's something you don't know. If you've got an Android or an iPhone, you can download something called Marshall Gateway. If you've got music on your phone, you can stream it via Bluetooth directly to the amp, so you don't have to plug a cable in. So I'm connected to the amp. But you know what? I want to control the damn thing because I'm a human being. I want to connect with people, then I want to control them with them because I've got an ego. So with this phone, everything I do on the amp, I can do. That's the preamp. I can change it with my phone just by touching it and moving it. I change all the controls. I can switch effects on and off and program them. I can change the preamp, the power amp. I can rename it. So I can sit on my bed 10 feet from the amp and program it exactly how I want it to sound, where I am. And it's free. I repeat, free plus tax, and tax on free is $0.00, regardless of what they do in the ECC or whatever they're doing in Europe right now. So it's a great thing. And like I said, it's a guitar amp designed by guitar players. That's what we do. We don't make stuff we think people will like. We listen to people, what people want, and then try and exceed their expectations. And that's why we made this. So
let me ask you this. The Code 50 available now in stores?
Yeah. Like the 25 is in stores now, selling fast. The 50 is shipping this week. So by the time you see this, it'll be in stores. Just get there quickly because they're back ordered to hell and back, which is a nice situation for us, but not so nice for you. So put your money down. But can I say pricing here?
Absolutely.
This, believe it or not, it doesn't make espresso, by the way. You can't call an Uber with it, but we'll do pretty much everything else. This is $249 street price. For the 50 watt with the free app and everything else, 1x12 speaker. The 25 watt baby brother, once again with the screen so you can see everything, $199. So rock and roll.
And that is why Marshall is Marshall. They keep growing. They're growing with their guitar players. They grow with the scene. I have been a wonderful, loving user of Marshall most of my life, and seeing this, it's only going to keep getting better and better. So,
thank you. You've earned this.
All right, cool. All right, see, paid. That's how we do it in rock and roll. Nick, thank you so much. Much love to you, Marshall, and everybody else. Thank you again. See you at Ozfest, Not Fest.
Will, brother.